Hello everyone, here is the last video on topic aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid. Point number 12.9 is the chemical properties of carboxylic acids. In that, first point is acidic character of carboxylic acid. This is the point which explains why or how carboxylic acids imparts acidic character. A carboxyl group is made up of OH group bonded to a carbonyl group. Okay. And this carboxyl group, that is COH group, imparts acidic character to carboxylic acid. See this reaction, carboxylic acid in presence of water forms carboxylate ion. That is, in aqueous solution, the H atom in OH of carboxyl group dissociate as proton and carboxylate ion is formed. We know that the compounds which donates the proton are known as acids. The compounds in aqueous solution donates protons are known as acids. So here COH group in the presence of H2O donate its proton and form carboxylate ion. Now see these structures. These structures shows how carboxylate ion is stabilized by resonance structure. Resonating structure means what? You already studied this point, how resonating structure draw for various molecules. Okay. So here are the resonating structure for carboxylate ion. Structure first and structure second are resonating structure for carboxylate ion. And last structure is the resonance hybrid of these two structure. Therefore, this structure gives good resonance stabilization to carboxylate ion, which in turn gives acidic character to carboxylic acids. Means protons of COH group can easily dissociate in aqueous solution. I hope you understand this point. Understand carefully. This is the reaction in which H of COH group get dissociate and forms carboxylate ion. And this carboxylate ion is stabilized because of resonance or resonating structure. And therefore, COH group gives or imparts acidity to the carboxylic acid. Okay. Next point is influence of electronic effects on acidity of carboxylic acid. So all the carboxylic acids do not have the same pKa value. Now what is pKa value? See, this is the table in which you can see this word pKa value. Okay, so what is pKa value? pK is the negative log of the acid dissociation constant or Ka value. It is one of the method used to indicate the strength of an acid. You just remember that pKa or Ka are the factors which indicates the acid strength. Okay, but before that you must remember these two statements. Here I written that two statements. These are very important statements to solving the examples on the concept of influence of electronic effects on acidity of carboxylic acids. What are these statements? Lower Ka value, higher is the pKa and acids are weaker. Opposite to this, higher Ka value, lower pKa and acids are stronger. Okay, so by using this concept, we are going to study the acidity of various carboxylic acids. The structure of R in RCOH has influence on the acid strength of carboxylic acids. Various haloacetic acid illustrate this point very well. See this table which contains various haloacetic acids along with the acetic acid. So you know halogens are electronegative atoms and exert electron withdrawing inductive effect. and the negatively charged carboxylate ion of haloacetic acid gets stabilized by the minus I effect of this halogen. Means higher the electronegativity of halogen, greater is the stabilization of the carboxylate ion form, and therefore smaller is the pKa, and if pKa is smaller, acid will be stronger. See here, this table contains acetic acid along with the various haloacetic acid. This is the various haloacetic acids and acetic acid. Now here pKa value for haloacetic acids and acetic acids are written. You know that fluorine is the more electronegative among all halogens. So it exerts more electron withdrawing inductive effect on the carbon chain. So its pK will be smaller and acid strength will be higher. So here is the pK 2.56. Next, for chlorine, pK will be 2.86, and for acetic acid pKa is higher and acidity strength is lower. Okay, so in this way acidity get decreases downward in the table. For the chlorine, acidity is higher, and for acetic acid it is less, or its pK value is higher but acidity is lower. So this is the influence of electronic effect on acidity of carboxylic acid. What is the actual concept? More electronegative atom, pK is smaller and acidity is higher. Okay, next. Acidity of aromatic carboxylic acids. Benzoic acid is the simplest aromatic acid. From the pK value of benzoic acid, that is 4.2, we understand that it is stronger than acetic acid. pK value is 4.76. The sp2 hybrid carbon of aromatic ring exerts electron withdrawing inductive effect, that is minus I effect, which stabilizes the conjugate base and increases the acid strength of aromatic acids. That is pK of benzoic acid is equal to 4.2 and pK of acetic acid is equal to 4.76. We know that lower pK value, stronger is the acid. Therefore here pK of benzoic acid is lower and therefore it is stronger acid than aromatic acid. Okay. Then why the pK of benzoic acid is lower? Because in benzoic acid sp2 hybrid carbon of aromatic ring exerts electron withdrawing inductive effect, which stabilizes the carboxylate ion and thereby increases the acid strength of aromatic acid. From this we can summarize that more the number of electron withdrawing substituents, higher is the acid strength. So see this table. Okay, see this is the table. Chlorine is electron withdrawing group. In monochloroacetic acid, one chlorine is present, that is pK is 2.86. In dichloroacetic acid, two chlorine groups are present. Therefore, pK is 1.26. And in last, there are three chlorine groups. That is, acidic strength of trichloroacetic acid is higher than the mono and dichloroacetic acid. In short, more electron withdrawing group, more is the acid strength. Okay. Electron withdrawing groups like chlorine, cyanide and nitro increases the acidity of substituted benzoic acids, while electron donating group like CH3, OH, OCH3 and NH2 decreases the acidity of substituted benzoic acid. So this is very easy concept. If aromatic ring contains any electron withdrawing group, then its acidity goes on increasing, and if it attaches with the electron donating group, then acidity is decreases. See, in these examples, benzoic acid has pKa 4.2 and 4-nitrobenzoic acid show pKa 3.41, that is less than benzoic acid. This is because NO2 is a electron withdrawing group and it increases the acidity. Therefore, here pKa is less. In 4-methyl-benzoic acid, pKa value is 4.4, means higher pKa value, therefore less acidity, and this is because CH3 is electron donating group and it increases the acidity. So this is the concept of acidity in aromatic acids. Next point is the formation of acyl chloride. What is the general formula of acyl chloride? You already know what is the acyl chloride and its general formula. R C double bond O Cl is the general formula for acyl chloride. So in this point we are going to study how acyl chloride is formed by reaction of carboxylic acid with PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2. So carboxylic acids on heating with PCl3, PCl5, SOCl2 give the corresponding acyl chlorides. Thionyl chloride is preferred because the byproducts formed are in gaseous state, so they can easily escape from the reaction mixture. Okay, so here is the formation of acyl chloride from carboxylic acids by heating it with PCl3, PCl5 and SOCl2 reagent. And what happens actually in this reaction is, in this reaction OH group of COOH is replaced by chlorine. Here are the reactions. See, RCOOH plus SOCl2 on heating into acyl chloride, that is RC double bond O Cl, and byproducts are SO2 gas and HCl gas. Okay, so just replace the OH of carboxylic acid by Cl. Similar in next example, 3 molecules of acids on treatment with PCl3 in the presence of heat, what happens? OH is get replaced with chlorine and byproduct form is POH thrice. So these are the very simple reaction. Just replace the OH of acidic group by chlorine. Okay. Next is reaction with ammonia. Formation of amide. Carboxylic acids react with ammonia to form ammonium carboxylate salt, which on further strong heating at high temperature decomposes to give acid amide. See the reaction carboxylic acid in the presence of ammonia, what it forms? Ammonium carboxylate. This NH3 and this hydrogen becomes NH4. Okay. Now by removal of water from this ammonium carboxylate, what it forms? RCONH2, that is acid amide. Okay, so this is also very easy reaction, formation of amide. You must know what is the general formula for amide. RC double bond O C NH2 is known as amide. Okay, so carboxylic acid in presence of NH3 forms the ammonium carboxylate, and by removal of water molecule from this ammonium carboxylate get converted into acid amide. Next, acid amides can also be prepared by reacting acid chloride with ammonia. So this is the second method for preparation of acid amide. You just treat the acyl chloride with ammonia, so it can get converted into acid amide. See here, RCOCl and NH3 combine with each other and it removes the HCl molecule and form acid amide. Okay, so from acyl chloride remove Cl, from this NH3 remove one hydrogen, this combines with each other and form HCl, and remaining portion is NH2. Okay, next, formation of acid anhydride. Monocarboxylic acids on heating with strong dehydrating agent like P2O5 concentrated H2SO4 give acid anhydrides. The reaction is reversible. Anhydrides are readily hydrolyzed back to acids on reaction with water. So here is monocarboxylic acids means the compound which contains only one carboxylic acid group. So two carboxylic two molecules of carboxylic acids in presence of P2O5. What happens? It removes the water molecule in this way and combine, remaining portion get combined and form the acid anhydride. General formula of acid anhydride is RC double bond O, O C double bond O R. Okay, so in this way, by removal of water molecule from these two molecules of carboxylic acid in the presence of heat and P2O5 reagent, acid anhydride is formed. For the better yield of acid anhydride, heat the sodium carboxylate with acyl chloride. Sodium carboxylate means RCOONA. This is the sodium carboxylate. And acyl chloride RC double bond OCl. So by heating this to NaCl is removed as byproduct and remaining portion get combined with each other and form the acid anhydride. See here, from this Na and from this acyl chloride, chlorine get removed in the form of remaining portion, so you will get the acid anhydrides. Okay, now acyl chloride and sodium salt of acid are prepared by reacting carboxylic acid separately with thionyl chloride and sodium hydroxide respectively. So how to form acyl chloride and sodium carboxylate? So for this preparation, reactions are given. To form acyl chloride, you can treat the carboxylic acid with thionyl chloride, then you can get the acyl chloride. We already learned these reactions in first. See here, formation of acyl chloride. Okay, this is the reaction, formation of acyl chloride. Just treat the carboxylic acid with thionyl chloride in the presence of heat, then you can get the acyl chloride. Next is the formation of sodium carboxylate. So for this, treat the carboxylic acid with NaOH. So you can get the sodium carboxylate. What happens in this reaction? This H2O molecule is get removed and Na is combined with the COO minus and forms the sodium carboxylate. Now the reaction of acyl chloride with sodium carboxylate in the presence of heat forms the acid anhydride by removal of NaCl. This reaction we already studied here. See, for the better yield of acid anhydride, heat the sodium carboxylate ion with acyl chloride. Okay. Next, decarboxylation of carboxylic acids. First, what is decarboxylation? Decarboxylation means removal of CO2 from the carboxylic acid group. Sodium salt of carboxylic acids on heating with soda lime give hydrocarbons which contain one carbon atom less than the carboxylic acid. See here, RCOONA plus NaOH. So, in the presence of soda lime means CaO, calcium oxide. So, when you carry this reaction, this portion, see here, this whole portion get removed in the form of Na2CO3. Okay, and this H combines with this R and form the hydrocarbon chain. So this is very easy reaction. Sodium salt of carboxylic acids on heating with soda lime give hydrocarbons which contain one carbon atom less than the carboxylic acid. Means you just remove this whole portion in the form of Na2CO3 and combine this H with this R and form the hydrocarbon. So see here example, just remove this whole portion in the form of Na2CO3 and attach this remaining H with this CH3. You can get methane. Okay. So on decarboxylation of carboxylic acids, hydrocarbon chain is formed. Last, reduction of carboxylic acids. Carboxylic acids are reduced to primary alcohols by powerful reducing agents like lithium aluminum hydride. So you keep in mind that in the presence of lithium aluminum hydride, acids are get converted into primary alcohols. You know primary alcohols means what? In which OH, the compounds in which OH group is attached to only one carbon are known as primary alcohols. Means here I am taking this concept COH. It is known as primary alcohols. Next, carboxylic acids can also be reduced by diborane. Means instead of lithium aluminum hydride, if you use diborane reagent, then it also get converted into primary alcohols. So these are the reactions of carboxylic acids or chemical properties of carboxylic acid. So here is the end of your topic aldehyde, ketone and carboxylic acid.